Brisbane Valley of Queensland, Australia. The red stags are roaring out of the valleys here and across the hills. Magnificent. This is the way it's been now for 150 years. There's 150 years of red deer being in the ranges here. They were liberated as a gift from Queen Victoria to the people of this country. All people, not just the hunters, to the landowners, to everybody that was involved, the local communities. It's something that is a part of our history and should be recognised. This should be a historic asset. We've never had management. Not in 150 years have we had a decent management system. And here we are now, after 25 years of us running a red deer ballot every year for hunters. You know, we're 25, this is our 26th year, and we've had to postpone the ballot. Now, what we'll try and do over the next few weeks is bring you clips to explain the situation so that you can see why we're doing things the way we are. We can no longer hunt deer here. We've identified that landowners are exposed with insurance. Insurance no longer seems to be covering recreational hunting. We have OH&S concerns then that brings in, and government legislation promotes us just to treat them as a filthy feral pest and kill them. It's ludicrous, it's crazy, it goes against all your proper values, it goes against ethics, it goes against safety. We'll try and bring you all the details from antler genetics to tooth aging to why we manage them the way we do, cull stags, landowner and hunter attitudes, the whole lot. So hope to see you there. Two stags roaring ahead. He's going up. Head towards that clearing. Yep. I saw big tops. There he comes. 3 on one side. He's moving fast. There he's going up the gully. There he is by that big dead tree. Here we go. He's hard. He's in that lantana.
Yep.
Crashed and he's coming towards us.
Yep.
Good shooting, man.
Thank you, mate.
Hunt him up. Hunt him up. Good boy, good boy. Good boy, well done. Good boy, you find him. Everybody loves skunk.
Big old boy. Nice.
Beautiful Queensland bush stag. Taken in the wild, free range.
Well done, bud.
Harris, thanks, Clark.
Yep.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, great morning. We're out here now. We've had to cancel the 2023 Red Deer ballot after 25 years due to insurance and OHS concerns. So all we can do is control the animals. We've got to do that. We've got to keep their numbers down for the landowners. So what we've done this year is we've used the skills in our recreational hunter base, okay? So they are here. We've got to take a certain number of animals off this country for the landowners. We work on a sustainable use basis where we want these deer here forevermore for people like yourselves, your grandkids, great-grandkids to be able to do this. I think that's what the whole crux of the whole problem that we're facing is, that unless we can get the environment that recreational hunters can work in, it's going to be just this big fallacy, this big, how do you say, it's just play on words.
Yeah.
It's landowners will feel exposed and hunters will be hiding and ducking in the shadows. We're better than that, aren't we?
We are, yeah.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, mate. Without a doubt.
We want to be responsible. Hunters, recreational hunters, the majority of recreational hunters I know want to be responsible, want to do things the right way. So we've got to have a framework to work within. It's no good just saying she'll be right. So we need our government to back us up. We need our government to say, okay, we can see your predicament, let's make this work. So that's where, like we discussed it earlier, the challenge I'd like to put out to biosecurity, is, righto, we see these animals as having to be controlled, the numbers have got to be kept down, the quality kept up, the landowners have got to be protected, hunters have got to do the right thing, we've got to really go out of our way to do the right thing. We're prepared to do that, okay. So we're talking sustainable management. I do feel that if the Invasive Species Council or biosecurity could get the magic silver bullet tomorrow, whether it be, say, CRISPR gene editing that they perfect and they can make these things only breed males, let's say, so there's only male progeny coming on, so eventually the herd dies out. Let's say they can come up with something like that and they've got the option to release that or the option to sustainably manage these for the future, for our future generations. What do you, the viewer, feel that the government would do? Do you think they'll say, yes, we'll sustainably manage them? Or do you think they'd go, no, we'll eradicate if we can, if they had that magic silver bullet? So that's the challenge I put through to biosecurity. If you want to prove me wrong, put out a statement here publicly that under no circumstances do you want to eradicate the historic red deer of Queensland. Let's just start with the red deer of Queensland, the historic red deer of Queensland. Under no circumstances do you want to eradicate those deer. Put that out and I'll believe you and I'll apologise. But unless you do, I believe that your end game that you want is total eradication of these out of the bush, and that means no firearms, no walking in the bush to get your mind back right and spirit and health, no food, nothing. So let's see it. There's the challenge. Prove me wrong or prove me right. Whichever way, this is a magnificent animal. We will continue to respect them, even if we have to work within your pest control guidelines to keep the numbers down.